think we're good. And I'm only a couple minutes behind what I said I would be. I was going to try to start at 7 Eastern, but that didn't work. It took me a little longer to get set up, but I think you'll like the result here. I tried to do something different with the paint job because I usually drive the same thing. And I don't know how exactly I feel about the undertone on the metallic color here, but I think you'll get the color scheme. That's what I was trying to go for here. But the Volvo FH tuning pack just came out recently. So we're sporting that. We got some nice lights down there. Um, well, the lights across the middle aren't new. That's also the HS Scotch pack or something like that for light bars, but the lights themselves are the stock ones. Um, which is kind of a bummer. But the headlights that are on the truck, the stock headlights, one of the options now is to black them out because that's an option from the factory, and it's cool that we have that here now. Um, yeah, we got some chrome accents going along the side here. That's new. Oh, I didn't even notice. Is that logo on the mirror? Is that like part of the mirror, or like a cover on? uh, Is it like a plastic cover? I don't know. Oh, it looks like it's part of the chrome trim. Okay. Also, the Euro 6 I think is a lie next to the 750 because the engine I picked is a Euro 5. But it's all right. We're giving Volvo another drive today. I've been doing Scania a lot, I think, lately, so this will be good. I also also driving a way overpowered truck, and we got some flashy lights to go with it um, for the jobs that we're going to do today, which may need some flashy lights. I'm not sure yet. But the main reason we're hopping in Euro Truck today is for the new World of Trucks event. Um, Still reading about it, um, but the idea is to help rebuild the Genoa bridge that's been under construction now for the past year, I believe. Unfortunately, the original bridge collapsed in August of 2018, I believe I read, um, and there were lives lost, and it's very unfortunate. And they are working to rebuild that now. And so basically, there are two temporary depots on the map where we can deliver to or take from as well. So we had to deliver stuff to the bridge construction site on the east side and the west side. And then we also need to take stuff away from it, I think. So I think the personal goal here, it says 6 deliveries to/from each depot. Okay. So I guess we're going to start on the east side because we're in Verona now. And I didn't mean to do that. And so we're going to take something from here and head down, I guess, hopefully to this side. I don't know how. It's not too far to go around, I guess, to the other side. I'm going to try to find something, I think, on the west, if it's possible. So there's Ovest, I guess, which is west, and Est, which is east. And I guess this is supposed to be the construction company that's handling the building of the bridge. So yeehaw! That's right. That's right, sunlight. Okay. Now I just need to find a job. Get a job. Actually, it doesn't necessarily have to be from here. It's fine. I don't have to pull from there. I wish I could filter on destination of Genoa, but I can't. It's annoying. I have to look for it still. Oh well. Such a hard life. Let's find something. There's a backhoe. Reinforcing bars. See all these? They're not super heavy. I probably don't need 750 horsepower, but it's fun. It's just fun. see if we could just, maybe I will just filter on Verona, leaving the area here for now. What do we got? Oh, excavator, that's some weight. That would be a little kind of exciting. So they're looking for us to deliver equipment and supplies to the site, so that's what we're going to do now. Then we'll see what they have to haul out of there. Probably just excavation and maybe broken down vehicles. Yeah, I'm in just need to find a job mood. Well, that's what simulators are for, right? They're all deep down just preparing you for the real world. But let's face it, your truck is just the best of trucking all around. There's a lot of negative stuff that comes with trucking, so. Oh, but yeah, oh, look at that color scheme. So we're also running Kriechbaum's newest recording of his own Volvo that he drives. And he's actually also based out of France and has been working really hard on sound updates for 137, the newest patch with Fmod. And so this was an engine sound that he recorded from his own Volvo. I think it was an FH4, but it was a D13K engine. Technically, we're using a 16-liter engine, so it might sound slightly different in real life, but for the most part, it should sound like this. So this sounds pretty good. I like this sound a lot. It sounds just like the real thing, is what people are saying. I mean, I haven't really, been around these very often. But I like to think that they're realistic, so. I'm also running a dashboard mod to kind of make it more realistic. Let's see, what do I even want to put it on? Trip meter. Engine hours, exciting. We'll just put it there. So much excitement. We're driving stick, that's why I got the webcam going. I don't know if you would it'd be really hard for you to find one of these in real life these days with a manual transmission, but we're gonna roll the windows up a little bit here. It's kind of loud, but it has an engine fan sound to it too, which is pretty cool. I do love the sound of the Volvo engines. Whoop. Especially when I blow them up. I'm like falling asleep. It's not even that late for me. It's what your truck does to you. It's like put you to sleep simulator. It's like a lullaby. Oh, that's a bummer, though. That stinks that your internet's having trouble, though. I wish I might have to, maybe I could tweak it at some point. I love shifting gears, though. I do prefer manual, but, sometimes I try to, I'll resort to driving in automatic if that truck in real life has automatic, so. There are some trucks in American Truck Simulator I'll actually drive in automatic as well. But, you could probably still configure this truck with a manual gearbox. It's very rare. I mean, the Volvo iShift is usually what these trucks come with, even the most powerful ones. I think I missed it. Oh, hang on. There we go, we got it. We also have gear sound changes. Oh, I forgot my sound fixes pack. That would add sounds for the parking brake, but that's alright. One of the reasons I'm late is because I've been messing with mods and trying to get them updated at the last minute, so. Oh, that's such a great color scheme. We'll run with the lights. The excavator's a little wide, so we'll go ahead and run with the beacons. It's probably one of the only cases that we're going to have to. Let's see which way we're going to go. Yeah, I think that we're just so noobish that we don't have the option for our viewers to change the quality. That's given to more popular people, and if Twitch has a low enough load, I think they will allow it for the lower folks like us to have their viewers be able to change the quality. But unfortunately, normally we can't. Um, our viewers don't get that option. So dang, it's a bummer. I'm uploading around, it's like 3 megabits a second. I was going off of what was recommended, I think, for like the frame rate and the resolution that I'm filming at. I used to film at 60 frames, but that was just too much bandwidth for anyone to watch, so I went back to just the regular 30 frames a second. Love the engine sound. I'll close the windows, get a little quieter. Hear a little bit of turbo whistle there. So we'll put our side lights on too, actually, here. Alright, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to shifting this transmission. It's a little different than the Eaton transmissions in American trucks, so probably going to miss some gears. Wow, that sounds pretty good. That's one of the reasons I come back to these games or play them often. I just love the sound, which unfortunately you can't use in multiplayer, but we're also running a graphics mod right now. It's called Realistic Brutal Weather. I used to run Natural Lux, but it's a pain in the butt to install, and I don't think it's updated yet for version 37, so we're just not gonna do it. But Brutal Weather is a nice second option. Oh. Thank you. Yeah, I might have to look into tweaking my bit rate. Maybe I can bring it down some more. Alright, on our way for our first trip. Just realized we're supposed to be going 80. Oops. Whoops. Alright. 84, and it's good enough. They won't bother me for that, right? I guess I can stay in this lane. It's been a while since I've driven through Italy. Welcome back. Man, that must be annoying trying to watch. I'm sorry that the bitrate's too high. But the show must go on. I probably can't tweak that on the fly. I don't think I can change that while live. Take a look at the outside here. Oh, that looks glorious. I like the subtle green in the background with the purple. Alright, the AI don't know how to merge up here, so we're just gonna slip right on through here. Let all these people just stay there, because they don't know how to merge. The optic would be nice. I have cable where I am here, and if I wanted to get faster speeds, I mean, what I have right now is good. It's fine, but if I wanted like fiber, we would lose TV, which I guess isn't a big deal. We don't actually watch television that much. Usually it's online services. Yeah, so I thought the AI were doing better. I am also running a traffic mod, which might have made them worse. It definitely increased the volume, which might actually cause problems for merging. But right now they tend to like stop in the merge lane and just let all the cars drive by. So that, yeah, maybe one of the ways they fixed the AI was by reducing them, and then this mod just makes it worse again. I'm curious though, I might have to try disabling the mod. I don't know if it's the mod though. I feel like I did test that. I feel like I tried taking the mod out, and it was still the same. So, I don't know. It has been a while since I've tried to figure out what's going on. I just accepted fate, and just dealt with their stupidity, so. I think we're turning this way. Yeah, for Genoa, right? It feels like I'm going so slow. The speed limits in Euro truck versus American truck are so different. Yeah, it doesn't even look like there's that many cars in the road. You're right. I don't know. It's still annoying how they're still having trouble. Yeah, AI. Yeah, it is tricky to code. I gotta say. I don't know from my own experience. I mean, I write code. I couldn't imagine writing AI. It's all about timing. I mean, they probably just look at like, all right, the next car is going to show up in like 1.5 seconds. Should I merge or not? There's a lot more. There's a lot of other factors to it, but it's timing is big. There we go. We got a toll telepass. We'll take that. Actually, we can go in this one, right? Yeah, we'll go in this one. Oh, that's such a good sound. Yeah, see, they just tend to stop. I don't know why. I feel like they have gotten worse. Hey, how's it going? We're heading to Genoa with an excavator for the bridge project. Yeah, when you think about it, you know, when we as humans drive and we have to merge, there's so many factors going on in our brain, and our brain just processes it like it's nothing else, you know? I mean, when you first learn how to drive, it's kind of terrifying, but after you get used to it, yeah, when you think about it, there's just so many things that you're doing subconsciously that have to be programmed into AI. So, yep, that's definitely something that's complicated. Oh, very nice. How'd it go? Did you hit any golf ball collectors? Alright, so we're turning again up here. Are we getting close? And we still got some highway to drive on to the south. Hey Greg, you might want to check out our, I spent like 30 minutes decking out this truck for the stream. Look at this. Look at that color. Hang on, I gotta like pull over to show you or something. Oh yeah, hurting yourself is not hurting yourself. I mean, hurting yourself is a bad thing. Not is a good thing, yes. That's good. Here, this is a steady curve. I can show you here. Huh? You see something subtle on the side too? Yeah, I finally put together a paint job that has a theme. I chose a metallic paint and I made the primary color purple and then the undertone green, so it looks kind of funny, but it works. Also, the sound mod is glorious. Sounds just like the real Volvo. This is what you would hear if you're passing this truck over in Europe. Oh, Drax here. Must be lurking. Or showed up just now. Oh, Drax, sorry, I thought you are there. You're, for some reason, oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I apologize. The color of your name is like Whelp Squad, so I was thinking that it was Greg. But Greg's his own user, which is pink. I'm also kind of tired. So, Sunlight, have you been playing Elite? Hauling shit in space? Space trucking? I remember you saying you were playing it before, so I have to get back into that. I haven't played it recently. So I think we just turned... No, I keep getting excited thinking we got there, but we're not there yet. I shouldn't be driving. Driving tired is almost as bad, or just as bad as driving drunk. Oh, nice. You're playing Elite now. Very nice. I tell you what, playing Elite in VR is pretty crazy from what I remember. I haven't played it recently, and I really should. It's a lot of fun to fly around. I should probably try to get back into space trucking. I'm not as interested in the combat in that game, to be honest. But I know it's going to happen. I think it's one of the reasons why I just haven't bothered playing. I guess there are safe zones that you can go into, too. AI, what are you doing? Ugh, this is not how you merge. You know, this is as bad as real life anyway, so I'm not entirely surprised. This is kind of how merging happens in real life, too. Alright, are you gonna go, or what? Oh yeah, wait until the car shows up to cut him off. That's how you drive. Alright, this nice Lambo's letting me through. That's right, the Italian police just drive Lamborghinis around, don't they? Makes sense. Yeah, I figure, yeah, I guess you're right. If I'm not looking for combat, I could probably avoid it. I'm just waiting for a pirate to show up and just take my load. But you know, to be honest, the few hours that I did play the game, I don't think I've ever encountered combat, so... I think it was just because I was such a noob that no one cared about me. Like, I'm not even worth stealing from. Alright, so we're getting close to the site here. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, you know what else? Just the size of that world. I always forget how big. I always forget how big space is in general. So I guess it's also true that you can avoid a lot of people just because of the sheer size of the map. I mean, is there an edge to the world in Elite, or is it theoretically infinite? So I should open the windows here. Alright, we got our first delivery here. Are there AI too? I didn't know there were AI in that game. I thought it was all players. Alright, let's get our cargo detached. There we go. So that should be our first job completed. Let's see. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Oh, they also have an excavator leaving. Can take soil away. Oh, there's so many excavators. Is there anything else? Could take a wheel loader. You know what? Let's take the soil. I think we can still pick up from Turin as well. Let me check. Oh yeah, totally can. Yeah, let's do the soil just for something different and bring some equipment back. "10 hours in, you haven't been boarded?" Okay. But is there like, there's probably a reason not to go very far, so it's like a, yeah, soft edge wall. That's weird. Huh. Okay, there's our trailer over there. Our other trailer mysteriously disappeared. They just like, just yeeted it over the wall or something. Can we see the bridge being constructed? Hang on, hang on. We're going to dev cam mode here. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I think it was just this that's supposed to be. Here it is. Yeah. Yeah, here it is. It's being constructed, right? It's a lot of gravel and dirt. Yeah, this is interesting. So they got the pillars up. Okay, okay. Does this connect? Hang on. I'm really curious now. Okay, so this is the other side, the other construction spot, I suppose. Okay, this is interesting. This is something SES hasn't done before. Okay, where were we? Right here. Alright, let's pick up the gravel. Through the wall with wall hacks. Yeah, one of the things that sound mod developers can do now is add like fan noises for the engines whenever your engine's under load and building up temperature. I guess they can't tie it to temperature yet. It'd be cool if they could because that's real life, but whenever you're putting load on the engine, you could program in an F mod such that an engine fan sound can kick in for a little bit, and that's what this dev did with this sound. Oh, come on, wiggle into place. Oh, I hit a little too hard there. Well, we're locked in. Oh yeah, the Big Sur landslide. Yep. So I guess this isn't something completely new. That's true. And then that was also based on a real life event. Oh, I just love the look of this truck. I love me Volvos. Wow, I almost hit the wall backing up there. Oops. Off to, where now? Turin, I think, in Italy, with this soil, and then we'll pick up something to head on, maybe to the other depot on the other side. So this is the east side that we're on right now, and where we're heading in Turin, I think, is towards the west. So yeah, I'm really glad that that they did the F mod. I think the next update is supposed to be a graphical overhaul, which would be so nice. I really hope that they fix the lighting. Like, I don't want to see the headlight shining on the ground in the middle of the day. I guess we're supposed to slow down here. Oops. But yeah, stuff like with F mod, it really opens up the realism. The sounds, the things you can do with the sounds, and they don't even know everything yet because SES hasn't updated the wiki yet. The modders have basically just reverse engineered Fmod to figure out how to use it. There's some documentation, but not a lot. Like I think they're still trying to figure out things like some of the sounds you can change, like air brakes, but like there's other custom sounds they would like to put in, and it's just they haven't been able to figure out yet. But it's there. There's so many things you can do with Fmod. It just sounds so much better. Unfortunately, the default sounds that are included with Fmod might actually be worse than what they were previously before Fmod. I guess I wouldn't go as far to say that they're that bad, but they're not much better than what they used to be. But the modded sounds are where it's at. See there, the engine fan just kicked in. You can kind of hear it. Now you hear nothing but engine brake. Well, the fan's still in there. Yeah, it's great that I love that about SES too. Like especially with Truckers MP, the whole multiplayer thing could very well have not happened if SES decided, you know, that they were infringing on copyright. But they actually embraced the multiplayer mod. In fact, I think they actually hired one of the lead developers of it. So that's really cool. They're such a great company. And I'm happy that they're successful enough that they can continue to develop DLCs for both games. And these are the same game. This is the same title that's been out since 2013, so it's going on 7 years, and they're still continuously improving it, not just with DLC that you have to buy, but free content as well. The whole, you know, every update, new trucks are free. And I think that's huge value for the consumer. Oh, I should really try to get the sound fixes pack going for this. There, the engine fan just kicked off. Yeah, the default engine sounds, AI sounds are, meh. Yeah, I mean, they were pretty smart about it, right? Like, if they just shut down the multiplayer operation, they would lose a big player base. I think it drew a lot of people in, too, you know, because people who played these games for a long time invited their friends to play because of multiplayer, I'm sure, and they got a lot more business. It was definitely a smart move. Yeah, I was going to say Turin shouldn't be too far from here. We got a toll booth coming up, and then we're kind of already within the city limits. Yeah, I might try to slip in the sound fixes pack because it changes a lot of stuff for the better. Excuse me, Mr. Police. Wait, Telepass was in the other lane too. Oh, I keep doing that. Probably shouldn't rear-end the police. That wouldn't end well. I love the low-end grunt with this engine. That low growl, the low RPM sounds so good. I love it. I'm going too fast. This engine, it's so easy to go too fast with this engine. That truck's not gonna let me around, is he? I'm one of those truckers blocking the fast lane. I don't know if that happens often in Europe, but it sure does in the US. There's always one truck that's going like 1 kilometer an hour faster than the other truck, and then they go uphill, and then the truck that was starting to pass ends up falling behind because it has a weaker engine, and then it's just back and forth for like miles. But right, yeah, that's the thing. When you buy the DLCs that kind of seem moot, like, oh, some more paint packs or cosmetics, you know, you're giving the devs the money to develop the new content, especially like the map expansions, which you also have to pay for, but like the free content too, right? Yeah, the core content that you don't even have to pay for. And I think that's something that a lot of people don't understand, you know. There are a lot of people out there who will complain about continuously giving money to developers for a game, but they don't realize that the developers are salaried, you know. They have to be paid to continue to develop content. It's just a never-ending cycle. And, you know, eventually, you know, the sales of the original game will drop because everyone has it. So the only choice is to buy DLC. They didn't mind that you bumped into them. They might make you pay for their lunch or something, but that's it. Oh, seriously? I just stalled this. Oops. When I drove stick for the first time last year in France, with a tachometer that swept counterclockwise, which drove me up a wall. Why do they do that? But anyway, I only almost stalled. I never actually stalled, but I came close. The car bogged down for like a couple seconds and struggled to come back, but it did. It came back without me having to restart it. And I only had a couple of angry drivers behind me. It was in Clermont, where I was actually dropping the car off. So I made it to the end until I didn't give it quite enough gas from a start. But when I first got in the car, you know, I drove it from Miu. It was like almost second nature to me to drive stick shift because of this game. I can't see the only thing about these mirrors, I cannot see the trailer very well. There we go. Especially the short. You know, I don't really like this trailer in the game in general. It's too short. I've probably talked about it a lot already. Maybe I didn't tell you specifically, but yeah, overall it was pretty good. I didn't have many problems. Like I said, I only almost stalled once, and I didn't actually stall, which was great. But it was kind of stressful driving in Clermont-Ferrand, because there was a little more traffic than I thought there was going to be, and it happened to be around the time that schools were letting out, so there were a lot of people on the sidewalks, and I was trying to go get through an intersection, and you know there was a lot of people walking across, and it was just a stop sign, not a traffic light. So I think I accidentally cut off a couple pedestrians just trying to get through. But there were people getting impatient behind me, so it was a little stressful at the end, but overall it was really smooth. And I had a lot of fun doing that. Okay, I wanted to get here into the profiles real quick to see if I can get the sound fixes pack in here. I think I have it downloaded already. I see so many. Krieshbaum makes the sound mod for this, which is great. Yeah, sound fixes pack. Here we go. Made by Drive Safely. Very good. Very good sound pack. I love it. Oh, I don't have the GPS sounds on either. I should do that. Yeah, I guess that. Yeah, the hard part was just dealing with traffic, I guess, which was I didn't have at the beginning in Miu because there's that's a small village. There's like not many cars there, and then the highway is real easy because you just keep it in top gear almost the whole time. So the hard part was last, which is good. If I were going the other way, it might have been a little more stressful, and then got real easy. Okay, what was the other thing I was gonna do? I guess we'll just drive. No, I wanted to set the GPS. That's right, the audio. That's in here, right? TomTom. Which one's the TomTom? Google Maps. Google Maps. Maybe we'll just use Google Maps. I don't hear it. Let's see, navigation volume. Oh yeah, check out all these audio sliders you get with the new update. There's so many. Voice navigation volume. I guess the Google one's broken.
Go straight. Keep left.
That sounds like the TomTom, actually.
Keep right. Turn left.
But none of these work? Aw. Alright, I guess we'll just stick with this one.
Go around the rotary, 5th exit.
Oh, I don't have the Gordon Ramsay one. I should look for that one. I think there's also an Aussie one. There's some good ones out there. Yeah, I guess with the time of day that we drove, I avoided the worst of the traffic. There was some traffic starting in Clermont, but it wasn't bad. I mean, we got there. Let's see, we got there probably around noon, midday, and parked the car in a garage for a couple of hours because we went to lunch and we checked out the cathedral there. And then we dropped the car off. So it was like mid-afternoon when we were dropping the car off. Okay. So we're back here with the truck. Oh, I love that sound. Let's get our next job. So let's see. Let's try to go to this side maybe this time. There's an excavator. Oh, we can do metal beams. Let's do that. Something different. They do need metal beams to build a bridge. Oh, how convenient. The trailer's right next to us. I love being able to open the windows now. Just for the different sound. They did a great job with that. So now the air brakes, they're a little bit noisier now. I guess they overwrote Creechbaum's engine or brake sounds, but that's okay. The reason I wanted this sound was it changes a lot of sounds in game. Like the parking brake sound. Also, it makes squeaking brake sounds, and they come on even whenever you're not moving, so that is kind of weird, but I got over it. I'm actually gonna open up my window here. It's getting kind of warm. Okay. Alright, we're back. Oh, that's neat, the lights on the side here. So shiny. I love how shiny this truck is. So the gear sounds are still there. I think while we're in here, we're also gonna turn down the traffic sounds just a little bit. They're a little too loud. I always click on the wrong button when I go into settings. Traffic volume, we're gonna turn down just a little. I find them to be too loud even with the windows closed. Okay.
Turn left.
We are turning left. Thanks for telling me before I turn
Left
GPS.
turn ahead.
I might
Turn
end
left.
up turning that off. That might get annoying. You know, I didn't even check to see if we're progressing, hopefully. Yeah, there we go. East Depot, we did 2 jobs. West, we haven't done any. This will be our first. Alright, we're making progress. Can I go yet? I guess I could if I really wanted to. Oops.
Keep right. Then turn right. Turn right.
Oh, I love that sound. Love the Volvo motor.
Keep left.
What are you testing? Oh, okay. Well, hopefully you don't use too much data doing that. I have a really small data plan on my phone. We get I get 2 gigabytes a month. And usually because I have enough Wi-Fi where I go that I don't have to worry about it. For a couple of months, our carrier was actually offering
Keep left. Then take the exit
a
right.
extra data just for free because of COVID, and
Take the
I guess
exit
to allow
right.
us to connect to other people and use more data. But they stopped that, I think. It was just April and May they were doing that. Oh, wow. 4G data? Woo! Unlimited. That's amazing. Yeah, that's it. That's incredible. That is... I thought my 50 US dollars was cheap. Alright, come on, guy. I have the cheapest plan on Verizon in the United States, so it's the cheapest one I could find anyway, and our data plans are expensive. I have a phone that can do 5G, but I just have no reason to use it, the 5G, because, well, I have to upgrade my phone plan to use 5G, so I'm not going to do that yet. But hopefully this phone lasts long enough that I eventually do use 5G. But normally I'm on, like I said, normally I'm on Wi-Fi anyway, so I don't really use it. Oh, shit. I thought this was a drive-through. I missed it. It was the other one. See, I'm daydreaming. Oh well, that's what we have the bumper for. The front bumper stuff just took the hit for us. The truck's gonna stop. Okay. Gonna make some kind of mistake every drive I do. It's literally called free. Nice. Oh, I don't have my side lights on. I'll turn them on. I think the sound fixes pack that I just added into the mod list also adds some tire noise, which is nice. It seems to me by default the interior sounds are just, they're too quiet. There's a lot missing that you would hear in reality. Rattles and wind noise and tire noise. I guess I should actually use my headlights here. This is an interesting drive we're doing here. This kind of reminds me of Norway, the looping around that we're doing here. Looks like a spaghetti road. It's making me hungry. Spaghetti. There's like this one road in Norway in the game that's just, it just loops multiple times through basically through a cliffside, I guess. So, the thing about, I think tire noise is added to the AI trucks with the sound fixes pack I just added, but I haven't seen another truck to see it. In an American truck, at least, you can hear it, and it sounds cool. But you need the sound mod installed. Yeah, I wish that in the vanilla game that they had, the tire noise definitely is too quiet. I think there's a little bit of tire noise on the player's truck, but definitely not on the AI. There are mods that kind of fix that. I wish they were part of the vanilla game, though. There's so many tunnels here. It can't handle it even with 4G? What is my bitrate too high? Huh. Like, it's around 3,000 kilobits, so 3 megabits a second. Maybe that's too high for... Yeah, that's why I never get any viewers. I'll have to look into that. Sorry it's causing you so much trouble. Oh. It reminds me of the only place here that I have trouble with slow internet usually is our hotels. Normally the hotels have very, very slow Wi-Fi here. And then they make you pay for what they call quote-unquote high speed. That's like 15 megabits a second, and it's still very slow. But they make you pay like $5 a day for that or something. Definitely not worth it. I was very impressed with the hotel we were at in Paris. It was like, the Wi-Fi was really fast. It was like almost 300 megabits a second. It was ridiculous. It's like the opposite of here. Oh, come on, people. Nope, we're gonna stop. Okay, that's fair enough. There is no merge here at all. Our truck is like headbanging there. I love having this high power engine though. I can just skip gears all the way up. Oh man, 5. Oh jeez. I feel your pain then. I can understand. That stinks. I guess we kind of went a roundabout way to get over here. Whoa. Oh, I see. Everyone has to exit. Not us, because we're special. We get to go places the other cars cannot go. Alright, we'll put our flashing lights on, our beacons for this construction area. Oh, do they want me to... No, they don't. Okay. I thought for a second they wanted me to back in up here. I was going to be like, really? That's the only thing I don't like about this brake sound mod, though, is the squeaks there. Alright. Let's detach this trailer and grab the next one. It's like an awkward pause there now whenever the job completes. We haven't done a loader yet. We could take one back to, let's see, Turin, or do we want to go somewhere different? Oh, that has us backtracking most of the way back up anyway. I don't think we're going to really be able to go anywhere else anyway, yeah. Well, in that case, I guess we'll just go back to Turin. Doing a little bit of back and forth tonight. Let's take a wheel loader, how about that? If I went fast enough, I wouldn't fall, I would fly. And I would make it to the other side. Oh, it's raining now. Alright. Well, we don't want to get wet. Well, that escalated quickly. I guess we can see what the bad weather is like in realistic brutal weather. That's the name of the graphics slash weather mod that I'm using. It does make things quite dark. Alright, steady, steady. I'll take a look outside. Alright, we're attached. Right on the magic semi. Oh, I stalled. We're going uphill, I blame that. I think this truck would have an anti-rollback feature. In reality. Yeah, it'd be really funny if it did play Metal music. Alright. Are you people just gonna casually... Yep, I'm gonna block you guys from coming in. I wish the AI were smarter. Someday. Someday they'll give them a brain. But I know, it's hard. It's hard to write AI code. Alright, we can turn off our blinky lights. The loader isn't that wide, I don't think. Nah, we don't need flashy lights for that. Or do we? It looks cool. We'll turn them on. Yeah, the skyboxes are very nice in this mod. It looks pretty realistic. I like it. It feels like a rainy day.
Then take the exit right. Take the exit right.
You can actually hear the click of the relay on the on the wiper whenever it starts moving. That's the kind of detail that modders put into these new sound mods. Yeah, that would be pretty scary if the AI become self-aware. Wait, this is just a simulation. I can do whatever I want. So the question is, yeah, okay. So going back this way, we don't do any loop-de-loop. That's only going south. It's just that crazy road right there. Just, I don't know. I don't know why. That's how it is. Also, the AI go annoyingly slow when it rains. They slow down so much. Like 10 kilometers plus. I have to imagine that this highway in this region in real life is this windy. There's gotta be a good reason for that. Instead of going straight over a mountain or digging through it, you just loop-de-loop around it. Oh, crap. Stupid AI. Okay, I guess they're done being dumb. There's a toll booth coming up here. I can stay in this lane, I keep forgetting. They're like this in American Truck Simulator too. They don't know how to merge. Yeah. That's a technical term, right? Road go-wee. Yeah, that's very true. There's also times where humans just don't know how,
Take the exit
and they will
right.
just stop. Yep, I've seen that many a time too. Oh, the other thing about driving in France, I didn't come across many roundabouts on our
Keep
drive.
left.
Um, there was one that was a little stressful though when we were entering Clermont, as just there were cars that just kept coming down and trucks coming down, you know, and they weren't slowing down. So I eventually just had to like kind of squeeze my way in because they were moving pretty fast. It didn't take me too long. I was waiting there. I was one of the ones that stopped. Some people just keep going, right, and they like really squeeze their way in. I I stopped, and then I had to wait for a few seconds, but then I got into the flow, and no one honked at me. No, no, I did it right. I did it right technically.
Keep
But
left.
if I were probably a more experienced driver there, I probably would have just like slipped right through. the Oh, I forget the name of the monument, but there's this huge roundabout in Paris, and I keep forgetting the name of the statue or the structure that it goes around. But there are no lines on the road there, and like the cars just kind of like go on a suggested path around. And then there are some cars that are trying to get all the way from the inside of the circle to the outside, and then everyone behind has to like stop and like try to go around them. It looked so chaotic. I'm so glad that I didn't actually have to drive in France. I drove for
Keep
the most
left.
part in the countryside, so it wasn't too stressful. But if I had to navigate through that roundabout in Paris, I probably would have died. Yes, that is it. I am pretty sure that's it. I have video of it I recorded, and I'm glad I saved it. I remember when we were standing there, there was this one delivery van that that came in and just was just on the horn the whole time, just like honking, like me, like going through the whole thing until he got to the other side. Then he stopped honking. I thought that was pretty funny. Assert your dominance. That's how you drive. Oh, this is interesting. It had us go way around to the north side of Turin. Okay.
Keep right.
I thought we were
Then
driving
take the exit right.
farther than we had to here.
Take the exit right.
Yeah, I don't. We booked our flights now for our trip this year, which is not going far because of reasons, obvious reasons, I guess. um, but we're going to the East Coast. Hopefully, it'll still be happening in August to visit family and go to the beach. The same place that my family goes to every year. And of course, last year, because we were on our honeymoon, we used all our vacation time up, so we couldn't go then. So it's been a couple years since we've been. So I'm looking forward to that.
Left turn
Hopefully,
ahead.
it's still happening in August. Oh, traffic. Hello. Man, traffic does seem kind of light.
Turn left.
What do I have that parameter set to? 1. Yeah, 1's fine. 1 is normal. We're going. That's a long yellow light.
Right turn ahead. You have reached your destination.
Yes. Alright, so we're going to drop this front loader off here. There's so many lights on this truck. Looks like a Christmas tree. Needs more green. Alright. It's like, what, number 5? We're like cruising through this. Yeah, everything about this place is everywhere else in Paris. It's more dangerous to drive on a bike. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, that's that's another thing I noticed too, is that yeah, the bikes will just squeeze right through there. You're good to go if you have either a bike or a van with a loud horn on it, then you're good to go. Oh, these are just having us turn right back around. Oh, but this one will go to the other side. Oh, there's only wheel loaders. Oh, hang on. Let me see if there's... Let's just go back to the cargo market here for everything in the vicinity. This might be literally it. That's fine. Everything's fine. We'll take the backhoe. We haven't done the backhoe yet. And that one doesn't need any beacon lights. But this may be our last one here. We'll see. And this might take us up to 7 o'clock here. Oh, hey, it's not raining anymore. All right. Fine. All right, let's move over to our next one. Alright. Perfect. Alright, so we'll turn these guys off. Looking good. Alright, how is this taking us? Okay, I want to go a different way for something different. I think we'll go this way. We'll take the scenic route. Just for something different. And that will probably definitely be the end of tonight after that. So much air noise.
Turn left.
It's almost too much, even for me. Oh, that's not a gear. See, I did it. I did the thing finally. I seem to only make mistakes after I drive for a
Turn
while.
right.
But this is nice. This is nice. I feel like with this event, it's bringing me back to Italy. I haven't really driven much in Italy in the game. Honestly, I haven't played the game very recently. I know some like you haven't either. I personally have been playing more American Truck Simulator ever since Fmod came out because I just been liking the sounds there. And also American Truck was first to have that update. So that's where the sounds got developed first, like particularly through the mods. So I spent a lot of time recently in American Truck. And now Euro Truck is getting more attention with sound mods. I think this is the first sound mod I'm actually trying in 137 for Euro Truck, so. Yeah, at 3,000 kilometer detour. I gotta break the truck in. I only got 52 kilometers on it. Now that's 52 real distance kilometers because I'm weird and I play the game as if it were 1-to-1 because I like the time to be consistent. I don't like when the time moves faster than real life. So all the distance in the game for everything is the real distance. So I gotta add the miles up somehow. I gotta break in this brand new truck. I like what they did recently with the new Mac Anthem that came out for American Truck. They actually put a few miles on the odometer before they give you the truck. Just like what would happen in reality, you know, when they're building the truck and they're testing it, they've got to test it, so they've got to put some miles on it. And usually, I guess in the game, you start out, I think, with 0 for most trucks, if not all of them. Maybe not. Maybe you do start out with a couple. I think you start out with 0. Which just isn't realistic. And the SES started doing that now with the Max. It's just a little detail. Onto the scenic route. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, it was only 140 anyway. Wait, 1,400, right? 52 times 20. Why are you going so slow? Oh, probably because he's hauling nuclear waste or something. Yeah, I think that's true for just about any car, truck, vehicle manufacturer. They do some type of road test with it just to make sure it doesn't fall apart before they try to sell it. And then, of course, the car that I bought a few years ago, my first car, had quite a few miles on it. Not quite a few. It had like, I bought it new. I think it had like 20 some miles on it because it actually went on a few test drives. Funny enough, I actually test drove the car, and that was the same one I ended up buying. And a few people test drove it too. So like it, you know, it probably, the engine kind of broke in, probably more than I would have liked it to, because people test driving will want to test the power of the car, you know, so they're gonna race the engine, and you're not supposed to do that with a new engine. But so far, it doesn't seem to show signs of aging quickly because of that. So they wouldn't reset the odometer. That's like a permanent number on the vehicle. At least in the United States, you can't legally reset it or roll it back. But funny enough, I mean, people still do it now, and now they're digital. But back in the day, you could actually jack the car up, put it in reverse, and because it was a mechanical counter, you could actually roll miles off of a car by taking the odometer would decrease whenever the car was in reverse. So people would just put the car up on jacks, throw it in reverse, and just floor it. And the miles would go down. Nowadays, I don't know how easy it is to do that with a computerized odometer. Um, you can tamper it, I'm sure, somehow. 1040, yeah, I thought it was 1400. I'm also bad at math. Because I make computers do it all for me now, as a programmer. But yeah, the odometer generally is something that wouldn't get reset. The trip meter, maybe. This guy's a very careful driver.
Go around the rotary, second exit.
Yep. Sorry, I'm tired. Sorry, car. Sorry, computer. Don't get mad at me and rule the world
Take the
someday.
exit.
And come after me when you're ruling the world. That was a shortcut.
Keep
Short,
right.
short scenic route. I remember watching a movie as a kid where the kid in the movie, you know, took their parents' car out for a joyride. And when they came home, maybe it wasn't a kid, maybe it was an adult borrowing another, I don't know. Anyway, you know, they took the car out and they wanted to make sure that the person didn't know they took it out, so when they brought it back, they rolled the miles back on it, which is pretty funny. And that's when I learned that it used to be possible. You learn lots of great stuff watching movies. I wonder if that truck's hauling gravel to the construction site. It'd be cool if there were AI delivering at trailer yards, but I feel like that would be hard to program. It would probably annoy players too. But it'd be cool to see AI trucks pull in and back their trailers up.
Keep right. Then take the exit right.
Okie dokie, I'll do that.
Take the exit right.
It's really foggy in the game right now, and it's part of the weather mod. It's nice to have some variety. Although apparently none of this exists in the mirrors. That's the one thing that kind of bothers me. Maybe it'll get fixed in the graphical update whenever that happens. Hopefully it happens. There's no shadows. There's no shadows from the game in the mirrors, which is kind of sad. I can see why they wouldn't do it for performance reasons. Um, I've just gotten used to it, I guess, too. It'd be nice if they were there. Especially with the move to DirectX 11, which they did, was that last year? Man, wow, that might have been actually a couple years ago. But yeah, the fog that I see in front of me isn't really reflected in the mirrors the same way. It looks different. Okay, this looks familiar. Apologize if you hear some background noise. I have my window open here and everyone has a noisy pickup truck here. You know, you think because I like trucks so much that I would have a pickup truck myself, but I like my little tiny car in real life. I love my compact sedan. It's probably not compact by European standards, but it's compact in US standards. These people just don't know how to merge. It's a traffic jam like real life. But I like my small car just because it's just more practical for me. I have no reason for a pickup truck. Maybe someday if I get like a camper to pull. But just don't have the need for it right now. I don't have the room for it. I would not want to park it outside of the garage here because we get so much bad weather. I'd be afraid of it just getting destroyed by hailstones from storms. So there's no room in the garage where we live currently for a pickup anyway. Yeah, I gotta say though, yeah, with the game, the optimization, that's very true. That is absolutely true. I'm very impressed how well VR works with it too, because that's a strain on any computer playing virtual reality, because you have to project essentially 2 displays, 3 if you, in my case 4. I got 2 regular monitors, but for the game you have to project basically twice. You have to do twice the pixels, and it works quite well. The single SES developer who works on it, I think they actually might do it in their spare time. So it's very impressive that how well it works and how much time they dedicated for it for just a small percent of users. Yeah, my father-in-law has a pretty big pickup truck because they have a big camper, and I get to drive it once in a while. It's a lot of fun. um, but parking it is such a pain because like there aren't many places that can accommodate. You know, you have to basically take up 2 parking spaces, even for this pickup truck, because it's so long. So, you know, you park in the back of the grocery store, which is fine. Like, I do that with my own car anyway, because I don't like the risk of getting a door ding. So I park far away anyway, so that wouldn't really bother me. But it's in some places, it's really hard to just park a larger pickup truck. So I'll just drive trucks virtually for now. Alright, so that was number 5, I guess. What was I thinking about? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was 5. Alright, well, we're almost halfway there, right? But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Yeah, I like driving this truck. I might drive this some more in virtual reality. It's a breeze with 750 horsepower. It's way more than I need, but it's fun. All right, well, Sunlight, thank you so much for sticking around. Sorry that the video keeps freezing on you with the bitrate and all, but hopefully, if you were to rewatch it, if you wanted, hopefully our highlights and stuff, you can choose a lower quality. Just can't do it live, unfortunately. But yeah, I'll be doing more of this, but probably offline. It's a neat event. I like what they've done with it. It's like the Big Sur event, like you said, with American Truck. So, oh, but yeah, like you're just saying, in France, yeah, the small tunnels in the narrow streets, the pickup trucks. Yeah, you know what's funny? In Paris, I saw a Dodge Ram pickup truck just parked. Someone had imported it from the United States. I'm assuming, and it looked enormous parked there on the street next to all the other cars. I don't know how they would drive it around, but they were apparently. But all right, thanks again for joining, and those of you watching later, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys in the next stream. Good night.